is Pamela, and you are on Pamela's Adoring Crochet. Welcome to my channel. Well, today's video is WIP Caddy Wednesday, favorite video of the week. I get to showcase all the different projects and the different types of things that you've got going on in your WIP cart. Those are just these really cool 3-tier carts that a lot of us are buying from Amazon, Michael's, Joann's, and just different places that sell them. And we put our crochet projects, our crochet hooks, and if we knit, we do the same with that. I actually have like 3. One is more of my supplies on it. One is my projects on it. And then the other one has baby diapers and all that kind of stuff for the babies or grandbabies. Anyway, so that's what I use my carts for. So if you don't have a cart and you just have a yarn space, that will work just as fine. You can email me. My email is in the description box below, or you can put it in the Facebook group page. But please, if you send a photo of what you are working on, please say where you got the patterns, the yarn, and just kind of give us a little description of what's going on in that cart so that I can let others know, so that I can help you guys inspire others to know where to get these patterns and know where to get, what kind of yarns and stuff are being used. And so this morning I am drinking from my Adoring Doll Clothes cup, and I'm drinking French vanilla coffee. It's so good. And it has cooled down enough to where it's not so hot. Okay, I tell you what, let's go ahead and start with all of the projects and things that you guys are working on, and to go ahead and inspire us. And then I will show you the things that I have been working on. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, here we have TD's cart, and she says that the top shelf has Victor the Viking gnome from Etsy, just finished, and her next amigurumi, probably, and some thread for snowflakes. Second shelf has 21 12-inch blocks for an ugly scrap throw, which is one of my patterns I have out, tutorials. She says she's making a big one and she needs 35. Also in the corner, there is a little start on a big scrap C2C blanket. The bottom shelf has an almost finished spiderweb block afghan from an old book from Oxmoor House called Quick and Cozy Afghans. That sounds really interesting, and I love your Viking. And those squares for the ugly scrap throw, those things are gorgeous. Thank you so much, TD, for sharing that with us. Okay, now we have DD's. She says that the top has the normal notions along with the temperature blanket chart, and the mouse goes with the characters on the bottom shelf. They are mini amigurumi advent characters from 5 Little Monsters. The middle shelf has her yarns and a couple completed projects from Sarah Sachs' Pamper Me series. And lastly, in the basket is her Annie's Christmas Candy Sampler Afghan, which just needs its border done. And I see that blanket and recognize it right off the bat. I love that blanket. And yeah, the border is going to be pretty easy when you get to that. But oh my goodness, those little characters on that bottom shelf, they're so cute. And then on the top with that little mouse sticking out. Yeah, everything is so pretty, Dee Dee. Thank you for sharing with us. Now here we have Pam's WIP table. The top shelf is random stuff and coffee. I love the coffee. The second shelf is her temperature blanket crochet along from Dina's Homespun Fun. And the bottom shelf is the baby blanket that she's put on the back burner for the moment. And lastly on the floor is a C2C from Bod, and she's hoping to finish that this week. And the second photo is Pamela's Adoring Crochet berry wrap, modeled by her sister-in-law. And she says she made it for her mother-in-law, who is very petite, so she didn't make it as long. And I'm so glad you shared that with us, because your sister-in-law is just adorable wearing that. And tell her great job for modeling that, and I just love it. That pattern of mine can be found in the Crochet World magazine, if you guys are interested. And thank you so much for sharing all this. The corner-to-corner blanket is gorgeous. Okay, here we have Kathy's. She says that she's finally finished the sleeves on the shirt. And the top has a blanket that she's working on for her son and that he's asked her to make it for him. So, of course, she's going to. And she's using Lion Brand Cover Story in the colorway Royal and a size N hook. She says also up there's a pink headband for the blanket that she finished a while back. In the middle is a new blanket for donation, and she's using some variegated yarn balls that were donated to her group along with Caron Simply Soft in Grape. Both yarns are worsted weight, and she thinks that she's using a K hook. The bottom is storing yarn for her son's blanket. The bags hanging on the side are holding yarn earmarked for hats and blankets for donation. And the large bag leaning on its side is a temperature blanket. And this is an organization system that she stole from a friend of hers and wanted to share. She says that you can pull the yarn from the skeins without needing to move them. That sounds so cool. And thank you so much for sharing these beautiful projects with us, Kathy. Now, Patsy, she's been working on this blanket for a week now, she said. And it is a pattern by Bag O' Day called Irises in Bloom. And she says that it can be found on YouTube. And the yarn is Red Heart Super Saver in the color Scuba. She said she's getting an injection in her shoulder Wednesday, and she hopes to get back to crocheting more. Well, I hope so too, Patsy. And thank you for sharing that. And we will be praying for you for your shoulder. And I just want you to know that that project that you're working on is beautiful. Okay, guys, you did a great job. You have some beautiful projects going on, and I appreciate that so much that you get to share that with us and help inspire everybody. I just love it. So I look forward to the emails and the Facebook group page post. I look forward to those. Okay, guys, let's see. Oh, yeah, the cardigan I'm wearing, I do have a tutorial on this and a PDF pattern. So if you like this, then go ahead and check out the pattern that I've written up. Let's see. Okay, I tell you what, I went to Joann's. So let me show you the yarns that I got from Joann's. See in there, I picked out all this red heart yarn. So what I plan on making is that racetrack rug. I finally got the yarn, and they show it in Caron, but they didn't have the colors that I needed in Caron. So I thought I'd just go ahead and get the red heart. You know, it'd make the rug more sturdy anyway. You know how red heart yarn is. Okay, so I bought 3 of these Super Saver yarns. And it's a medium 4-weight yarn. Let me see how many yards are in this thing. It's called Just Black. And as you saw, they were on sale. 364 yards. So it takes black, white, and here is the green. I really like this green. This is, what color is this one? Spring green. I love their spring green color. I made a gnome from spring green, a spring gnome. I guess that's what you say, a spring gnome from this spring green yarn. And so once again, it's the same amount of yarn. So I bought 3 of these and 3 blacks and 1 white to make this racetrack rug. I will leave the link below for the racetrack rug. It is a free pattern. So one of you viewers sent that to me, and I thank you so much for sending that to me. All right, let's see. The other thing is I do have the 18-inch doll. shamrock. It's being tested right now. This is the hat. And I used an H 5.0 millimeter crochet hook. One of my testers said the hat turned out a little big for them. So if you plan on making this, you could always go down to a 4 or even a 4.5. I'm not sure. It could just be the difference in our yarn, because I'm a pretty loose crocheter. So for theirs to be big, it's probably the difference in the yarn. I'm hoping that's all it is. Part of the outfit. It is all done with the 4.0, but I'm going to go ahead and put her little hat on her so you can see the whole outfit. But there she is. And then here is the back side. All right, so this is the pattern that will be coming out. I'm sure it'll probably be this week from my testers. And thank you, testers, so much for that. I appreciate that. That would be Margie, Coralie, and Lori. Thank you so much, ladies. I appreciate that. Let's see, what else here? Oh, yes, I finished the bee. How can I forget the bee? Here is the bee. I finally finished her. There's her little stinger. She is just the craziest looking bee I think I've ever seen. Matter of fact, I really enjoyed making her. I'm probably going to make another one just because. And just maybe switch up some of the colors. It's just adorable. It's so weird looking to me that it's, I don't know. I just find it hilarious. So, but anyway, there's the bee. And I'll show you the book. Peekapoo 2 book. And as you guys know, I love this book. Oh, and then if you can see the sloth down there, here he is. Or she. Let's see. Come on, bee. I think it's Agatha. Agatha or Agatha. Probably Agatha is probably how you pronounce that. But there. That's my bee. All right, for some of the yarns I used I think I used a 2.75 millimeter crochet hook for that. But I used this Line Brand Basic Stitch. And it's a medium 4-weight yarn. Saffron is the color. So I used that. And for, where's the bee? There you go, bee. For these color right here, the cream, I used Premier Anti-Peeling called Iran for that. For this teal color, I used Premier Just Active medium 4-weight yarn. And the color on this is teal. I have strands of yarn everywhere. All right, for the little mauve parts, I used mauve, and it's the Craft Smart Value, all medium 4-weight yarn. For the gray that you see here, should be Premier, no, it's, yeah, Big Twist. I used Big Twist, and the color on this one is medium gray. And, well, I was going to use white, but I didn't. I used the cream. So, and then for the little pink, I just used scrap for these two right here, and then for that right there. And I think I used 12 millimeter eyes in a like I said, I think it was a 2.75 millimeter crochet hook. But yeah. It's just hilarious to me. I forgot to show you the yarn for the little doll. Let's see. Big Twist for the black. Big Twist cream. What is cream on there? Oh yeah, her top. And this one doesn't have a color. Or a sleeve rather. And this one here is, come on, Varsity Green. So those are the colors that I used for the little doll outfit. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and do our Be Still and No book. I'm still having trouble remembering the title of that book. I keep wanting to call it the 365 Days of Prayer, but it's Be Still and No. Let's go ahead and do the little daily devotional, Be Still and Know. Courage for Christ. It is my eager expectation and hope that I will not be at all ashamed, but that with full courage, now as always, Christ will be honored in my body, whether by life or by death. That's Philippians 1:20. What are your hopes for your life? Perhaps you want a meaningful career, to go on worldwide adventures, to become a wife, or to simply raise wise and wonderful children. Of course, we all hope to live a life that honors God, but are we courageous about our faith as much as Paul expresses in this verse? Paul knew that the Christ that he preached was offensive to many people. The gospel was very hard for others to accept. However, Paul was confident that eventually all would know the truth of Christ, and in this he knew that he would not be ashamed. Would you allow this to be your hope as well? Honor God with your whole life by being courageous enough to share Christ with the world. Jesus, I want to serve and honor you with my whole life. Teach me to understand the gospel and then give me the courage to share you with others around me. Let me hope and expect, as Paul did, that I will not be at all ashamed. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I sure enjoyed that. Don't forget, I am doing the 365 Days of Prayer daily Bible reading in YouTube Shorts. So be sure and check those out. They're always a minute or under. But hey, you get your daily word in. All right, guys, that's all that I have for today's video. Just remember to live life and have fun, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.